Are you feeling less confident? Are you not able to explore your dreams, try something new, or even express your true self? Well, stay tuned as I'll be sharing 5 tips that's going to help you build massive confidence and to be able to take on anything. Hey everybody, it's A Benton, your certified life coach, helping men take control of their lives and achieve their desires. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. What I'm going to be sharing with you comes from coaching that I've received from master coaches, as well as my own experiences through development. And if you're the type of person that loves to take action, then I know these tips are going to work for you. You know, confidence is nothing that you have. It's something that you create. It's a feeling of certainty knowing that whatever it is that you set your mind to, you're going to accomplish it. Confidence is about trusting, right? And knowing that whatever happens, you're going to be able to learn from it and handle it. All right, so before I share my 5 tips with you, I want to share a story that has to relate to my confidence at a point in time in my life. So I had bought a motorcycle, a crotch rocket. And the reason why I had bought it was because I really was fascinated with them. I was into the whole Fast and Furious scene at that time. All my friends had motorcycles or crotch rockets. You know, they were going on long drives together. It was just really cool to have one. And so I ended up buying one. Now, mind you, I've never ridden a motorcycle before. So I was very nervous. However, I was aware of the concept, right? My first vehicle was a Mitsubishi Eclipse manual, you know, so I understood the concept of shifting and clutches and things of that nature. So I was a little familiar, but it's a lot different going from a 4-wheel drive vehicle that's covered to a 2-wheel vehicle, shifting with your hands and feet, right? And so I ended up having my buddy drive my bike from the dealership, and I followed him to my house and he parked in my garage. And so the very first time that I took my bike out, I got it out of the garage, and again, mind you, I'm aware. I know it's 1 all the way down, 2 up as far as the gears. I know you got to shift, clutch. I got the concept. I get it. But riding on 2 wheels is a whole different thing. I ended up getting on the bike. I took it off the parking lot and down the street. And I'm still in like first or second gear, just going really slow, trying to figure out, okay, how to maneuver it and the balance and all that stuff. And this is where my confidence got really, really shaky. It was already shaky when the first time I got on the bike, but this plummeted my confidence. So I'm going back to the house and I stop at a traffic light and I need to turn right, okay? And the light turned green. I hit the gas way too hard, like way too fast. And if you've ever been on a bike, you know when you hit the gas, especially on these little crotch rockets, they're gonna take off. This thing took off. And instead of, like, you know how when you turn into your lane and there's cars on this side? No, I didn't do that. I went straight. I turned and went straight. So if there was another car coming, I would have been smoked, but there was no cars coming through that way. I ended up shooting up the turning lane, going on the sidewalk, and ended up turning left. And I parked it back in my garage. My confidence has never been so low in my life because I'm just thankful that I survived that little incident. So it was very hard for me to want to jump back on that bike because I'm like, I damn near killed myself. Who knows if I'm gonna be able to survive that again, if I'm gonna have that same amount of luck next time. And so I didn't ride the bike for a couple of days. And it really took some time for me to figure out that, okay, you know what? We'll start off a lot slower. We'll just work it around here, around my parking lot, and we got this. And there was something in the back of my mind that just said, okay, you know, you can do this. I really wanted to ride the bike. I really wanted to go for long drives. And so that was part of what compelled me to want to get back on there, even though my confidence was pretty low. Long story short, I ended up getting really good at riding the bike. I started off in the parking lot and then moved out to my little small area around my apartment. I ended up then moving out towards traffic, night drives, day drives, going really fast. It was a lot of fun. But I had to rebuild my confidence in order to accomplish that. So I wanted to share that with you. That was my little story of not having confidence in something that I've never done before, but I did it. And I'm going to share with you the tips that helped me get through those moments and help me build the confidence to ride it. So the first tip that I want to share with you guys is you really have to crave it. Whatever it is that you are wanting to do or to be better at, you have to have an immense amount of craving for it. You have to really want it. For me, I really wanted to ride that bike. Hell, I just spent 5, 6, 7 grand on that bike. I was gonna ride it. And like I said, I really wanted to. I had a fascination with speed and cool things like motorcycles and street cars and stuff like that. So I knew that I had a large enough want that regardless of kind of what happened, I was gonna get on it. I was gonna go back to it, even though my confidence was super low. I was gonna figure out a way to make it work because I truly wanted it. So for whatever it is that you want in your life, whether it's to be a real estate agent, you gotta get your license, or it's to be a barber, or you wanna be a lawyer, or you wanna have the confidence to go talk to this girl or this guy that you know, or you wanna have confidence to be able to be yourself, whatever it is, you have to truly want it. And that is gonna be part of the reason as to why you start to build confidence within yourself. Because you have this innate feeling within yourself to go through something that's tough and hard, because you have this feeling in the back of your mind, that you're gonna do it, it's gonna work. It may take you 1 try, it may take you 50 tries to build this confidence, but you just know that you're gonna do it. And that's the way I felt. I didn't know how long it was gonna take for me to build this confidence, but I knew I was gonna get back on it. So I would tell you is whatever it is that you're wanting to be more confident in or at, make sure that you are, make sure that you have a true want for it, that you have a true crave for it. If you're not going to be able to build confidence in something that you kind of teeter with the idea, I kind of want to do that, or I kind of want to be better at this, or more confident at this, you're not, because you're going to find a reason to finagle out of it. You're going to find a reason not to even bother trying to build confidence in it, because it's not something that's true to your heart. It's not something that's true to what it is that you want to do. And so you're going to find yourself that you're going to be more apt to build confidence, and to not only build confidence, but to go after things that may seem hard, they may seem out of reach, but again, you just have this innate feeling within yourself that you're going to do it. So whatever it is that you're trying to be more confident at or in, make sure that you crave it and that it's a true passion for you. And I guarantee you'll make yourself commit to building confidence. You'll make yourself commit to wanting to accomplish whatever that is. So that would be tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to be persistent, or you can also say to be repetitious. For me, learning how to ride a motorcycle, I couldn't just have learned it in 1 try. I had to keep riding it over and over again, over and over again, over and over again, to get familiar with the balance and the shifting and the RPMs and how does it feel at this and just all of that. And I had to do that over and over again. And so whatever it is, again, that you're trying to be more confident in or at, you need to build repetition. You need to be persistent. If you fail the first 5, 10, 15 times, you need to be persistent enough to get that 16th time and do it again. So if you have a lack of confidence in speaking to women, here's what I would tell you to do to help you build your confidence in the area. Be persistent. Go up to any girl. She doesn't have to be somebody that you actually like or think she looks good, whatever. Go up to her and say, hey, my name is such and such. How you doing? That's it. Keep it short and simple. And if it goes somewhere, if she engages with you in a conversation, keep going. That's only going to build your confidence for when you go talk to that girl who is sexy or who you do find attractive or do want to talk to. If that's not enough of a confidence builder for you, then find the finest girl in the room at your next party or wherever and go talk to her and ask her, hey, what's up? My name is Mike, blah, 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 and go from there. And you may get rejected, and that's okay. But as long as you keep persistent and keep going and find the next girl and continue to talk to her, you're going to build these mental calluses in your head. And pretty soon you're going to be able to just talk to anybody, any girls or any situation, whether it's work related and you have to be a big conference with the CEO or your boss or whoever it may be. You're going to have that mental callus where it's going to be familiar for you to either be let down or for the conversation to stall out and not really go anywhere, but that's going to be okay. So be persistent in whatever it is that you're trying to be confident in or at. You know, if you're trying to be an actor and you keep getting denied these parts, keep going, keep going. I'm sure you of all people know that, you know, Denzel Washington's and you know, the Jim Carreys of the world, like, they had troubles that they had to get past before they had their first roles, you know, or they had to do small scenes or whatever before they had their major break. So be persistent, and they didn't give up. So they were persistent at what it is that they loved, that they had a craving for. These things go hand in hand. So again, be persistent, be repetitious, keep trying, even if you fail, keep going, get up that 5th, 6th, 7th time, and eventually you'll get to it. Eventually you'll get better at whatever it is that you're wanting to do or trying to do. All right, tip number 3 is to believe you can do it. Now this is huge because everything that we do as human beings starts with your thoughts. Your thoughts are the most powerful things that a human has, right? And we know that thoughts create our reality. So you have to believe somewhere deep down inside you that you have the ability to build this confidence, that you have the ability to do what it is that you want to do, or be better at whatever it is that you want to be better at. You have to believe it. If you don't believe it, then it's not going to work. Don't look for outside forces such as friends and family and coworkers and whoever else and celebrities that you follow on Instagram, this and that, to help you believe, to give you that inspiration. It's always nice to get motivation from other sources and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to you and believing that you have the ability to do whatever it is that you're trying to do. So for me, like I said, I had a belief in myself that I could ride this bike. When I got my car, that was my first car, and I've never driven a manual before. I took that off the lot, not knowing how to drive a manual. And I was in San Diego at the time, so I took that from National City all the way to Coronado Island. That's a long drive if you're familiar with San Diego. But I did that without knowing how to drive it. Why? Because I believed that I could figure out how to do it. It wasn't rocket science. It was new. I was scared as crap doing it. But again, there was something inside of me that said that you can do this. I believe you can do this. It may take us a while to get back to the base, but we'll get there eventually. So you need to do the same thing with yourself. There needs to be a part of you somewhere where you believe that, okay, I may not have all the experience. I may not have all the knowledge of whatever it is, but I believe I can gain some knowledge here. I believe I can gain some experience here. And I slowly start to put these experiences and this knowledge together over trying this time and trying time number 15 and time number 12 or whatever. I believe I can do it. I believe I can make this work. And so that's where it all comes from. That's where it stems from, is your belief system. So that's my 3rd tip for you, is to believe that you can do it and you'll make it happen. Comment below and tell me, what is one thing that you want to be more confident in or at? Tip number 4 is self-talk. Now, this is a big one too, because a lot of people get into their own heads when it comes to building confidence for themselves, because they probably failed so many times before, or maybe they're fearful of even trying, that they already kind of talk themselves out of it. Oh, you can't be an actor because you don't have the looks, you're overweight, you're too skinny, you don't have any experience, you know, whatever the case may be. They're already telling themselves that they can't do something when they haven't even tried it, or they failed so many times that this is what they believe, right? It goes back to the belief system. I told you all these tips would tie together. But you have to have positive self-talk. Listen, there is too much negativity in the world, from social media to TV to media to movie ads to all this other stuff, right? Friends and just all these negative advices around us that are telling you you can't do something, you're not good at this, you're not good at that, you don't look a certain way, you don't talk a certain way, you're not from a certain neighborhood, you know, you're not from a certain culture. they're already giving you all this negativity already, right? They're already telling you this negative self-talk already. Why would you want to add more to your own plate by doing it to yourself? You need to be the one person out of everything that's going on around you to be the positive influence. You and you only need to be the one person that's saying, you know what? I may lack these external circumstances, or I may lack the experience or the knowledge or whatever, but I can make this work. I can do this. I'm capable. I've earned my bachelor's degree. I can do that. People said I couldn't do that. I finished art school. People said I probably couldn't do that, and I did. I got married. I had a kid. I started a business. Whatever. You've looked back into your past to see all the things that you've accomplished, all the positive things that have come from that, and use that positive self-talk to help you build upon what it is you're trying to do today. Use that self-talk to influence your behavior, right? If you tell yourself that you can do something, you're going to be more energetic to, okay, let's get up and let's do it. You know, I never ran a five miles before. The most I've ever ran is 2. And normally you probably tell yourself, I don't know if I can run another 3 miles. But if you tell yourself, man, it was hard for me. I didn't think I could run 2 miles, and I ended up doing it. Okay, let's see if I can run 3. Let's see if I can run 4. Let's see if I can run 5. All right. So use this positive self-talk to influence your behavior for you to then take action, which will then start to create more confidence for yourself. All right, and my last and final tip for you is tip number 5, which is embrace positivity. Now, this kind of goes along hand with self-talk and being positive, but when I say embrace positivity, I mean the influences that you surround yourself with, the friends you have, the family, the social networks that you involve yourself in, the community that you're involved with. Use that positivity, use that positive aura that they have, and make that part of your routine. You know, every morning I wake up and I listen to a motivational talk on YouTube. And that just gets me in the right mind frame. It gets my juices flowing, it gets me going, right? And I understand that when I listen to that, I know that my day going forward is all about positivity. I'm not looking for any type of negative energy to be coming to my life that morning or that day. I'm solely focused on positive things, positive affirmations, positive talk, positive conversations. Whatever it is, it's got to be positive, because that's what I set my day, and that's what I've built my day on, is positivity. So if you are surrounded by negativity, negative conversations, negative self-talk, negative talk from others about yourself, you need to remove yourself from that situation, because it's only going to hinder you. It's only going to stop you from doing whatever it is that you're trying to do, especially when you're trying to build confidence. Negativity and confidence don't go hand in hand. They're opposites, right? There's no energy that's bringing those two together. Negativity and confidence, really, like they seem like when they hit each other, they kind of bounce off, right? It's like waves, you know what I mean? So make sure that you are embracing yourself with positivity. All of these tips that I've told you, they all go hand in hand. They all feed off of each other. And so I guarantee you that if you start to build this into your daily routine, if you start to do these things towards the confidence that you're trying to be at, that you're trying to be good at, or better in, it's gonna work. You just gotta put in the work and do it, and stay consistent. And that's exactly what happened to me when I bought my motorcycle. You know, I had to utilize these tips to be able to jump on my bike and be able to go for long drives at night and feel comfortable doing it, and knowing that I could go at high speeds and in between cars if I wanted to, and that really stupid stuff. But I was confident enough that I could do it. And so I wouldn't have gotten to that point had I not been repetitious, right? And been persistent at trying to learn how to ride the bike. You know, if I didn't believe that I could somehow, some way do it, you know, if I didn't have positive self-talk, if I was telling myself, man, you're not gonna do it, it's not gonna work, you're never gonna be able to ride it, I probably would have sold it, but I didn't. So that's what you need to do. So follow these 5 tips into whatever it is that you're trying to be more confident in or at, And I guarantee you that it's going to work for you. You're going to build massive amounts of confidence in yourself, and you're going to be able to take on the world. You're going to be able to unleash your full potential on whatever it is that you're trying to do. And look out, world, when they do it. You know what I mean? Foresee it in yourself. Foresee it and vision it. Kind of vision what your life or what that situation would look like with you having the confidence that you need to take it further, right? Imagine if you had all the confidence in the world and you were trying to be an actor and you had the confidence that you needed to play that part or beat this guy or that girl out of the particular role, or go to Broadway or whatever it is, or audition for a big movie role. Imagine if you had that confidence. What would that feel like? Think to yourself, how would you feel going into that audition or receiving that part that you auditioned for? You feel great, right? You feel amazing. You feel like you can take on the world. You have all that already. You have that feeling. Or you just need to embrace the feeling. All right, so now that you know exactly how to build massive confidence for yourself, but what if that's still not enough? What if you need some accountability to help push you through, to push you further along into building more confidence? Well, this is why I'm offering a free discovery session with myself. And this is a call where we can figure out, hey, if there's anything else that's blocking you or that's stopping you from building that confidence that you need. So go ahead and click the link in the description below and schedule your call. And as always, be sure to check out these next videos to continue building on your mindset. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.